Punta, Gorda, Florida. The second stop in the all-new Lucas IFA Pro-Am Redfish Challenge.
This is our second Pro-Am that we've done, the first one in Chalmette, Louisiana, back in February, March timeframe. This is our last one for the year. Been great, filled up. Everybody's excited about it. Shared weight Pro-Am, new to the redfish world. A lot of anglers excited about the format.
I love the Pro-Am format. I love fishing with different guys, and the codes on your boat are fantastic. There's codes out there that fish better than most pros.
And this format being a Pro-Am type format really works out well. I like it better than the team event because you get to fish with different people, you get to meet different people, and you're kind of on your own, so it's up to you. You are fishing with a partner, but your score is your score. You're not sharing it with anybody.
The Redfish Challenge is a 3-day event limited to a field of 25 pros and 25 co-anglers with a $25,000 payout to the first place finisher on the pro side.
The field's filled quickly. The response from the anglers has been phenomenal, and we see this expanding and really be one of the next levels to the sport. So next year we'll be aggressive in putting out, adding events, possibly even expanding the field size past the 25 pros and co's that we have this year. And what that'll do is give more anglers the opportunity to fish in this type format, but it'll also increase the price structure as well. And I think the anglers will be very happy about that.
There he is. There he is. Get the net. Oh, that's a good one.
Paying down to 10th place on both the professional and the co-angler side, the Lucas IFA Pro-Am Redfish Challenge will undoubtedly draw the top anglers in the country, including walleye and bass pros looking for a little competition in the off-season.
The cool thing about red fishing is if you see like the tackle that I'm using, like this spinning rod right here, spooled up with some braid. And normally I'll use the same setup, but this here, the leader, instead of being 30, will be 8 or 10. And so there's some little changes, but that's about it, really. I can use the same. I mean, you can see we're fishing out of my aluminum Ranger boat here today. Using bass tackle, you got spinner baits, spoons, jig heads, worms. We were just talking there about how much these redfish like to bite a worm too. So it's been, for me, really an easy transition. Other than the water's salty, and there's a lot of times you catch a fish that you're like, what is that? You're just not used to seeing other species when you're freshwater fishing. So I like that aspect of it, that there's some uniqueness to it, but I also like the part that I can do it and use the same tackle that I already have. A G-Loomis spinnerbait rod with a bait caster reel, just put some braid on it and use a heavier leader, and you're ready to go red fishing. It's just that simple.
If the inshore Pro-Am format interests you, then we encourage you to visit the IFA website for more information. Look them up at ifatours.com. Coming up, we'll wrap up our coverage from the Lucas IFA Redfish Challenge at Punta Gorda before moving on to Lake Guntersville, where we'll check out some of the latest from the folks at Garmin. Now, if you're gearing up for spring, then how about a new spinning reel? The Cabela's Salt Striker is perfect for reds and trout, and you can only find it at Cabela's. Look them up at Cabela's.com. We'll be right back with more Americana Outdoors.